How's it going, guys? Got another piece of HornStone here. I'm gonna start working on a biface here. I might do a pine tree out of this one. A little more light on the subject. All right. So how's everybody liking the shorter videos, the little let's talk edges and platforms and stuff? Are those little videos, the shorter ones, like 15-20 minutes, are those really helpful to you guys? Or would you rather prefer the rock to point videos? I'll keep doing a little bit of both. Let's see how it goes. I want to keep doing the informational ones too, the kind of tutorial type deals. Must have got myself on that last arrowhead I made. I just made this one. The reason these are shiny like that is because after I finish them, I'll hit them with just a little bit of mineral oil on a rag, and that'll hide all those little fingernail hinges that you get. It'll just make them disappear, and it makes the stone a lot richer color. Kind of sets it off a little bit. I know not everybody's probably wild about doing it that way, but after a day or two, this stuff dries up. It doesn't get sticky or anything like that. It just helps bring the colors out of the material and hide those little fingernail fractures. It'll make them disappear. You can use mineral oil or even like vegetable oil, cooking oil will work. You just wipe it on there and then let it set for a second or two, and then wipe it off real good with a dry rag. And like I said, it's not greasy or anything. It might look like it, but it's not. But that's a good tip, especially with shirts that are a little bit dry, or maybe they just look a little dry, or you got those little fingernail hinges. That oil will, I guess it saturates, it seeps up underneath those little fractures, and it just makes them disappear. I also wanted to say, if anybody ordered this HornStone from me and wasn't pleased with the quality or the pieces that they got, please let me know. Shoot me an email or leave a comment, and I'll get a hold of you. You can find me on Facebook, or I know there was at least one person that was not pleased. And I'm not talking to the guy that put me on blast on Facebook and didn't message me first. Talk to me like an adult. You can find your rock somewhere else. You know who you are. But, there towards the end, when I was shipping them boxes out, I was getting a little bit low on material, and I think everybody should have been happy with what they got, but if you're not, just let me know. We'll make it right. Okay, I'm just going to start doing some major thinning here on coming up this edge. I got a nice steep edge here. I can drive some nice mass off here. Hit above the edge here and try to carry this one in nice and far. Look at that. All the way across. But hopefully I'll be having some more of this HornStone pretty soon. I've got enough to make up a couple orders. Like I said, if somebody wasn't pleased with what they got, just let me know. A couple people I had to wait on money orders to come in the mail, so you guys might still be waiting to get couple boxes. Yeah, I think everything should be there by now, so if you haven't received it, please let me know. This is a really pretty piece here, man. Starting to thin down a little bit. There we go. That one helped. Raise this edge on up a little bit so I can come back and get rid of this thickness right in here. I'm going to take those big thick flakes early on because they're harder to get later when your edges start thinning out. Trying to figure out where I'm leaking at. I think it's right here. Up near the tip, I'm finding that I'm not knocking as many tips off, it seems like, because I'm supporting it and I'm hitting really almost straight into the edge off a real low platform when I get up close up here. That seems to have been to be working out pretty good for me. Nice. That was a good one. So I think the next little instructional video I do will be on edges. Edges and maybe isolated platforms. Come on off there. Sold every arrowhead I got last night. It's only happened a couple times since I started napping. I think I had about 30 20 or 30. Well, I know I had at least 28. So I sold about 35 points last night. Somebody wants to use a bunch of arrowheads to use on their pull knobs on their cabinets and their drawer pulls handles, and their I guess he's gonna just glue them all over their house and put them on their he said he's gonna put 2 on a ceiling fan chains, and do all his cabinet knobs with them. So he's just epoxying my arrowheads all over the house. I'm down. I think it's a great idea. I told him I'm going to definitely steal the idea of the pull chains on the ceiling fan. Definitely going to use that. Okay, this piece is flattening out pretty good. Go through and take some small percussion flakes. Just kind of tidy it up a little bit. Smoothing our surfaces and straightening our edges out. Trying not to crowd these flakes so my edge comes out nice and smooth. Straighten this out a little bit. Okay. You see I'm kind of hitting straight in on that edge up here by the tip. That's kind of what I was talking about. I think it's been helping me from knocking my tips off. Well, we could do a Snyder's point pretty easy at this point, at this time in the process. That one was kind of pushing my luck. Pretty thin edge. Alright, so I got all kind of width here. I'm going to bring my edges in a little bit. I don't need this wide of a preform. Just want to be careful when I'm bringing them in and not do any damage more so than I've already done. Like that. make an awful pretty Snyder's point. I think we'll do a Snyder's out of this one. Could try to thin it out a little more and punch notch it. That's what I'll do. I'll see if I can punch notch it and try to make a lost leg or something. I'm not even going to worry about this end. I'm just going to concentrate on the base and try to get it notched first. It's kind of thick, but not really horrible. It's kind of consistently thick all the way through. Thin it down more than that. Oh man, I hate it when that happens. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of thick, but we'll give it a shot anyway. I'm just going to use my horseshoe nail here. It's starting to get a little wore down, but she's been good to me so far. Let's start in right here on the corner. Let's try to zoom in where you guys can see this, if I can keep it in frame. So I'd actually kind of prefer to have the head on these things. It gives you a little bigger target. Of course my striker's kind of small too, but I'll try to do this where you guys can see. Usually I'll start in with pressure and then I'll do the punch, but a lot of times I'll get myself in trouble like that. So I've been just starting right off the edge, just start taking punch flakes. Not anything real big right off the bat, just small ones. Once you start getting in here, you can start getting a little feistier. See, I'm not doing any preparation. I'm not cleaning anything. I'm just going straight in. this one is really narrow. Let's see if I can turn it now and start going up. Wish they all went that smooth. Okay, there's one. Let's try coming in from over here. Sometimes there's little Uralia flakes, some little fingernail flakes that are stuck in the bottom of your little bulb there will prevent a flake from releasing, believe it or not. Come on out of there. Whoops. Got my barb, but it's actually put it about where it needs to be. Sometimes it can be easy to get that narrow, or it can be difficult to get that narrow notch to catch back up with how narrow this one is. Once you blow a barb off or something, it just opens everything up so much that sometimes it's hard to get started back. But I'm going to try. Got a big old ridge right here. I gotta try to get past that thing. I might be able to knock some of it down with a pressure flake from the edge. Yeah. See how that took that ridge down? Try to do the same thing right here. Yeah. Nice. Might get that to go now. Give my nail a little. They start getting flattened out. I'm gonna kind of round them back over. Nice. Got it. Come on, baby. Behave for Papa. There we go. Coming in there now. I hope you guys can see some of this. So just this little horseshoe nail has really been working good. I'm using a little lightweight kind of, it's just an antler that I've got flattened off. I use this for my little striker for my punches. Man, I wish I wouldn't have knocked that off there. That stinks. Don't really want to try to go much further. Be nice if I could get one more. That was nice. Nice big one. Well, I better stop right there and just see what I can do. Stop while I'm ahead. Man, that would have been nice if that ear wouldn't have broke off the end of that base. It'll still be nice. I can still fix it up here. Yeah, this thing might turn out pretty cool looking. I'm just going to open them up a little bit. I don't want to do this to where the crushing is evident. I just want to open them up a bit. I'm not making a dovetail here. I know that's what it looks like, but I'm just kind of bringing the base up slowly. Maybe I should make a dovetail out of it. Kind of looks like it wants to be one. I got all kind of symmetry issues going on here. I think I will try to make, I'll leave it a dovetail. It kind of looks good like this. I kind of like it. Way different than what I would normally make as a dovetail, but looks kind of cool. These notches are what making it look so good. All right. So now, once I hopefully straighten up my symmetry and bring these edges in a little bit to where they'll match. This thing will look pretty good, I think. So I definitely need to bring this side in. Let me just work my way up this edge here first. Let's get kind of a hump in it right here. Come on. Killing my horn. Tip got really thin on me. I guess this would be more like a, those notches are going at quite a bit of an angle up in there, but it still looks fairly good. I gotta fix this thing I got going on down here. Ain't jiving. So this needs to be opened up. Lower lower down. I'll do another short video on punch notching too. I know a couple people have asked me recently to do one, so I'll do a little let's talk punch notching video soon. Next one I want to do on edges though. And platforms. Alright, I think I'll leave this one right about here. Hey, that turned out pretty good. I like it. It's kind of a cross between kind of like a dovetail Lost Lake hybrid. It's like a dove lake. Lost Dove Lake. Yeah, I like that a lot. So the punch notching, I'm really liking the notches much better. I'm like, at this point, I'm ready to just start punch notching everything I do. This looks so much more authentic. No crushing in there whatsoever. So, hopefully y'all enjoyed that. I just wanted to get a rock the point video in, and it didn't take too awful long. So, like I said, if anybody wasn't happy with the HornStone that they received, please let me know, and I'll make it right with you. Thanks again, and I'll catch everybody on the next one. Let me know if you like this, if you want to purchase it. It's available as of now. I'll catch you all on the next one.